Good evening, lovely cozy gamers, I guess. It's been a while since I've been on the gaming channel. I do want to do some cozy gaming this year just because it's kind of the way that I just decompress. And I figure if I'm going to be doing it anyway, I might as well let you along for the ride. But I am going to, this is Coral Island, by the way, that I'm playing. Oh, well, isn't that dumb? Okay, well, sorry, no offense to the developer. There, Darkwood. We'll just go with Darkwood. It's very generic. It's so generic. I don't know what to do, but I wanted to do something kind of like gothic, but I always struggle with names like this. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna do a new playthrough of Coral Island. Um, There's been so many updates since I last played. I have been playing in my personal playthrough and just exploring, and it's so cool. It's so exciting. I love everything that's happening in this game. So, this is one we'll be playing, and then I'll probably also be playing Stardew. And there are just a lot of games that some are not technically cozy games, but I tend to play them like a cozy gamer. So, yeah. And then there's some RPGs, of course, that I want to play. So I still want to play God of War and both New Horizons. So we are in for quite a lot of gaming this year, which is exciting. The reason I never post over here that much is usually because I tend to overthink the fact that it's not scripted. I've gotten so used to scripted content that when I'm not scripted, I just feel like I'm rambling and not adding any value and talking about things nobody cares about. But I figure I like to put on long plays like this because I like the chatty. I like to just have something on that I don't really have to pay that close of attention to. And I can just let it play and go about my business. And the house doesn't feel so empty when my husband's at work. So usually I'm working when he's at work. We both work nights, but yeah, but if I have like editing, like, photo editing or like artwork or something to work on that doesn't require that, if I'm not listening to Mr. Ballin or like Darkness Prevails or something, I'm listening to just long stream gaming. So that's kind of what I want to do this year, more of that. And then I also really like that ambient stuff that, like where you just have like an ambient walk through whatever game. I'm going to be doing some of that stuff too, because I think my brand is like cozy, gothic, horror, but like not super threatening and like borderline campy. I think that's who I am as a person. And so, yeah, that's just what we're going to do. Anyway, not going to overthink the fact that that intro was like 20 minutes long. Anyhow, I don't know what to, sometimes I kind of wish I streamed still. Maybe I will again. Because I would just ask you guys what we should name this, but I don't know. I'll just go with Ravenwood. I usually go with like Ravenwood or Ravenshire. I'll go with Ravenshire, I suppose, because it is more of a... I don't know. I think I'm overthinking it. Anyway, I went with this hairstyle that was like... I like the hair. This is the hairstyle I think I always pick, but it's almost black hair, but it has like teal, and then her eyes are teal, and then my lips are black. So I think this is how most people assume that I exist in real life because of my content, but you would probably be very surprised. That's not actually, it's an aesthetic that I like, but not one that I could pull off myself. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes that you look at someone's fashion and you're like, that is gorgeous, and I would look ridiculous. That's how I feel about this kind of thing for me. So, so anyway, complete. And we'll skip the cutscene. I'm sorry if this is the first time you're experiencing Coral Island. I don't have it in me. Yes. Yeah, that's true. You can change it all later too, so I don't know what I'm worried about. I typically have I typically have everything like shut off, like the music and whatnot. So, but I might turn it on actually for this. Music volume. We'll just have it low, but it's so cute. I want it on for now. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Also, oh, that's loud. That's much louder than I thought it was going to be. Master volume needs to go down. There we go. I think. That's fine. I think the input is still more than the output. Yeah. You might not even be able to hear that. If you can't, the next time I will fix it. Just let me know in the comments. I never know what YouTube compression is going to do. So to go crop, to go, yeah, I read for a living. To grow crops, start by clearing debris from your farmland. Press left mouse click while equipping. Yes, 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 I know. Okay. I probably should have turned off the tutorial. So who are we marrying? First question, always the first question. I don't know, actually. I married Raphael, and I think that's his name, in my personal playthrough. Oh, a coffer already. Good luck. And yeah, I married Scott in a different playthrough that I used to have that I deleted because I had too many playthroughs and I just could not, for the life of me, keep them all straight. So I kept my best one of my personal playthroughs and then deleted the rest and started over. Man, it's so weird starting over. I have a farm that's like all decked out and like I'm using the incorrect. I'm trying to get this. There we go. Yeah, and I've unlocked like the Mer Kingdom and all this stuff. So it's very strange to be starting over, but it's kind of fun. I kind of miss starting over, or I miss like the beginning parts of games, you know. I always forget how long this takes. Clearing the farm for the first time. Okay. I want to know if... I think I'll probably need some logs if I'm going to make a chest, but I need storage like right away. Storage is something in games and in life, let's be real, that I am not... Like, I can organize someone else's home and they'll be very happy with it. And then everything I own tends to look like a hurricane hit it. And I don't know what that is. I'm not really sure why. I'm not really sure why. But maybe it's ADHD. I do know I have that. So, I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. Can I now make anything? Oh, yeah, that's right. You can make that. Oh, man. I haven't even unlocked the recipe for the wooden storage. Insufficient material. Oh, I need one more wood. I guess I could have looked at that. I gotta Knock on wood. I'm sorry if you hate Taylor Swift's new album, but I love it. I did not know loving that album was going to be so controversial at the time, but I think it's only controversial online though. Online is such a strange like place. Like I'm old, right? Like like I'm going to turn 40 this year. So I grew up I mean some of you I know are like in the generation above me, um so I know it's probably even I can't imagine what that's like. That's probably even stranger still, but like I didn't have Google in high school. Okay? Like we had like Alta Vista and Ask Jeeves. I don't know how to explain to you how weird it is that nowadays everything that you ever do is online forever. Like we had MySpace, I think, happened around maybe that was college too. I don't even know if that was high school. So yeah, it's just it's so bizarre that it's kind of weird being in the generation that has sort of, at least at this point, had somewhat equal time being with and without all of this crazy technology. But the way that technology has accelerated just in that amount of time is wild. My inventory's full. I don't care about these seeds right now. I need a chest, man. All right. But yeah, so all that to say, isn't there like you used to be able to, okay, here. Yeah, but all that to say that online, when something happens, like someone releases an album or whatever, right? People are so volatile. Like it's so strange to me because I didn't really grow up in a world where that kind of volatility existed. I grew up in a world where, I mean, there was volatility. There's always been volatility. There's nothing new under the sun, right? But it wasn't so vile. It wasn't like, you know, someone could be like, oh, I hate that. And then someone could be like, oh, I love that. And then that was the end of the discussion. And now it's like, oh, well, you're in insert 10 different labels here if you don't like this particular thing because of some crazy, like, backstory. And it's just, it's so wild. Like, people read so much into everything these days. And then they make videos about it. And you're like, wow, I just like this song, man. Like, I don't know, you know? I mean, I think there are some things that you can be objectively not a great person if you enjoy them, right? Like harm to animals. These are things we should be collectively against. But then there are things that's just, it's like it's a song. Oh, I'm stamina. And it's just wild to me how the internet is sort of like, it sort of puts every human feeling and emotion on the level of gospel and then amplifies it by manipulating people's emotions, usually to be angry, unfortunately, or to laugh, which is better at least, usually. And so, yeah, like Taylor Swift can release an album and all of a sudden there's this like deep analysis about all this nonsense. And I'm like, bro, she wrote a song and it went a direction and it's kind of funny. And if you don't like it, just, I don't know, move on and get a hobby. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's so strange. Being an old person, an elder millennial, if you will. In my day. Yeah. It's strange aging. But what a privilege at the same time, right? Because I know people who, I'm sure all of us do, right? Who should be here. So as much as aging kind of scares me in some ways because it's a new experience. I mean, I guess not. Technically, I've been doing it since I was born, right? But I think as you get like older, perhaps like the older you get, the more you're like, oh wow, like aging is a thing. Um, but yeah, like it's wild how much change you see in the world, and I do think that it's important not to completely freak out over every change, because I do see a lot of that, unfortunately, as well. I guess I can't have another chest yet, so I'll just put everything in. This is how it starts, though. Do you see? This is how it begins. Everything in one. This was supposed to be a gardening chest, and then I was going to have like a, you know, wood and stone chest, and then like a take to the blacksmith chest. Do you see? This is how it begins. And pretty soon I have 90 different chests full of everything, and nothing ever got moved. This is just the way things is. Yes, it's the way things is. So, anyway. But yeah, I just find that interesting. You see what I mean about rambling? I don't know how I got here. Taylor Swift somehow turned into a diatribe against, not really a diatribe, just observations on getting older. But getting older is also a privilege. So try to see it as that. Ah, there are my seeds. I was like, I know I had seeds, and I've been looking at them because I put them there on purpose. But yeah, I do think the internet is a crazy place. I think, I know that this is going to drive some of you nuts because I'm mixing seeds in the same plot, but you'll be okay. But it is such a strange thing. I remember I worked in the school district for a time, and one of the first graders at the time, this was years ago, but I mean, it was like 10 years ago. Oh my gosh, I am old. Anyway, but they they were telling me about a vintage Disney movie that they watched that they just loved, called The Little Mermaid, and I was like, my holy Lord in heaven. A vintage Disney film. Yeah. All right, kid. I was like, well, I am a vintage teacher because, well, assistant, whatever. But I remember I remember telling them, I went to see that in theaters. They were like, what? Like, yeah. I was like, what, 5 maybe? Because I think I was 25 at the time. It was a long time. I can't believe it's been that long. Wow. Jeez, time flies. But I was like, okay. I remember another teacher, I think she was in the 2nd grade. She taught 2nd grade, but she showed her children, her students, her children, I don't want to say it like that, but her students, like a floppy disk. If you don't know, Google it. I don't back in the olden days. But she was showing them like a floppy disk, and she was like, do you kids know what this is? And this kid very confidently raises his hand and goes, oh yeah, it's a 3D printout of the save button. We about collectively died. Just like, maybe should we just get in the grave now? Is that where we're at? Oh my goodness. But it's just funny. But something I have not quite succumbed to yet as I get older is this like idea of like, I don't know, how do you explain that? I think as some people get older, they have like a very deep need to keep things the same. And I think it comes from a denial that we're aging. Because I feel a little bit of that, a little tiny bit of that. as I've gotten older. Like, no, no, no. Just like what happened. Everyone thinks that like the era that they grew up in was the best era. But if you go back and look at that era, it was also a mess, just in different ways that you're used to. And you're just not used to the ways that the world's a mess right now. Right? So I think I understand now more than I did in the past why people who age, like the older you get, the more you want things the same. Like it's sort of the meme, I suppose, at this point, or the joke of like back in my day, you know. Um, but I think it's because the world inherently gets more complex, and there is a fear, I think, in not feeling like you can't keep up, like you'll never keep up with how the world is changing. I don't, however, think the answer is to force everyone to never change. I think the answer is to just realize that you have different wisdom, but that maybe, shockingly, you can learn from younger people who will tell you they're happy to teach you the ways of the TikTok. But, you know, who is it? Eliza Schlesinger? I can't say her last name. It's probably why she goes by just Eliza now. But she's a stand-up comedian, and I really like her work. But you know, she has a thing. I think she may have coined. I cannot talk today. Coined the term elder millennial, but but she was like, you know, gather around the Snapchat, and I do feel that way a little bit. Like, oh man. But no, I understand the pull to want things the same because it's comfortable. But comfort is complacence. And I think if we stay there too long, then you just don't grow. You don't evolve. You don't, you know, I like to experiment with new technology, even the technology that I'm like, I don't really know about this, even if I choose not to use it, right? I will experiment with certain things because I just want to know. I want to learn. I want to have the understanding, you know, as much as I can, because learning, I think, actually assuages that that feeling of, oh my gosh, I'm rapidly falling behind and losing control, and I don't understand my environment anymore. And learning can be hard. Learning new things and keeping up in a very fast-paced world when you're not used to such a fast-paced world, you know, can be hard. Absolutely. But I think it's necessary. Not that you like hop on every trend and use every platform, and I'm, you know, not that, but just like a basic understanding, especially with something I do think that ChatGPT and things like that are good for these days. Is like overviews, right? Like explain cryptocurrency to me as though I were 5, because that's about how I feel in understanding this. Will I ever engage with, buy whatever crypto? No, I have zero interest in the application, but I at least want some of the knowledge. Like explain the blockchain like I'm the dumbest person, you know, and it will. It can explain these basic concepts in ways that I think are helpful. I think that kind of a thing is a useful way of using AI. I'm not really somebody who wants to. Oh, I already watered. I'm gonna go to bed before I die or pass out. But yeah, I think a lot of that with aging is just fear and the lack of control you feel as the world shifts around you. But you do have the ability to choose to try to keep up at least enough so that you don't feel like you're drowning, you know? I think that's why things like AI, although it has a lot of issues, like anything does, I think that's why it's so terrifying to some people, especially, I notice, not everybody, right? I'm not stereotyping here, but there are, like my parents' generation, my, you know, grandparents' generation for sure, but, which is a wild thought too. But like our parents' generation, as we are like elder millennials, some of them are like, AI is the devil. I don't trust this. This is like conjuring, you know. And it's easy to feel that way because just look through history, right? Like a lot of things that people thought were magic were just science, right? Or technology or whatever. And so if you don't understand it, it does seem like something nefarious. Is it used nefariously? Absolutely. Am I concerned about how rapidly it's growing? Yes. But and how like good it's getting, how quickly, and will it run away from us? Yeah, I think all of that is worth talking about. But but I don't think that, you're hearkening the apocalypse if you use it either. I think you have to find the uses for things that are helpful to you and then let the rest be what it is, because you can't control everything. And I think eventually you just have to get to a point where you're okay with that. And that also removes fear. It's a combination. I'm going to learn what I can and keep up as much as I can, but I'm also going to be completely okay with not knowing and having to learn from people who are younger than me about things that I just don't know, because I have things to teach them too. And same goes for upwards, right? So like the people that are older than me, like there are things they learn from me and there are things I learn from them, right? And that is healthy. I think that is what people should strive for. So anyway, I like Taylor Swift's new album. Gotta bring it home, This is why I don't post these things ever. I'm already like, maybe I should redo it. Maybe I should start over. And I'm like, no, I don't care anymore. This is who I am at a fundamental. This is what goes on in my head all the time without me trying. So you get to hear it. Congrats. Let's see what's up here. Introducing the basic bag. Basic bag. Has a total of 20 compartments. That's 5 more. It's for 500 coins I probably don't have. Yeah, okay. So, I want to make some Monet. I love Monet. I spent a lot of it when I was in Paris. If you don't know Brian... Oh my gosh. I just had a total brain fart. Brian Regan. He's a stand-up comedian. He's hilarious. I meet people still who like don't know him. I'm sure that, maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but I think Brian Regan is amazing and wonderful. Like his comedy is just so peak, and I really enjoy him. So I think you might like him too. But very relatable comedian. Can I go down here? I can. He has is it like a set called The Epitome of Hyperbole, and no, I'm not. Like that's how he pronounces it, and it makes sense if you watch. It's a joke. They're jokes. It's a joke. I was just like, I can foresee the like 3 people that are gonna be like, "That's not how you say that." Like, I know, Stacy. Okay, calm down. It's fine. But it's a joke, comedy joke. But it's really funny. That's one of my favorite sets of his. I think it might be a little older, but I like it quite a bit. I will tell you something else about aging, though. While there's no we. I am on the subject, and you are here probably by this point against your will. Anyway, but the other thing about aging, I always wondered why people older than me, like, never branched out, in my opinion, right? I was like, you guys never try anything new. Like, you have the same coffee and the same breakfast, and you wear the same 6 shirts and 2 pairs of pants. Like, I don't understand why you are so resistant to variety. And while I am somebody who enjoys variety and will probably always want to try new things, I do kind of get it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about tool upgrades. I do kind of get it a little bit these days because there are some things you just know you like. If you've been around on Earth long enough, right? You're like, but why? I know I like this one. There's zero risk, and I don't want to screw up my morning. Something else is likely to. I'm going to have the coffee that I know I like, the way that I know that I like it. So I get it. I get it. Starting to understand more. But, oh yeah, I have to meet everybody. These people are, well, apparently I was dating the whole town in my other playthrough because I was trying to get to 10 hearts with everyone because you got to get to 10 hearts to get their like unlocks and different things that they give you. But yeah, I'm like, wow, okay. Yep. Get up. Yeah. I love Erica. Her fashion sense is so cute. Is this our new neighbor? No. Oh. Oh, I didn't know that had a sound effect now. That's cool. I did know it sparkled, but I usually play with the sound off because I'm usually listening to a podcast or something. But if you somehow stumbled across me not from Raven Reads, my main account, number one, sorry that this is how we had to be introduced. Some rambling nonsense about random topics that come to my head while I run around a cute little town. That's pretty much what we're doing here, though. So enjoy or don't. But oh, Surya. No. But yeah, I narrate. I do like, well, on YouTube I do like true scary stories. But secretly I really want to get into fiction more because I am kind of a writer by, if I could do anything, I'm probably music maybe, but I like a lot of like chronic pain stuff. So it would be hard to actually do a music like career these days, right? Oops. Hold on. Mute site. Okay. Anyway, my best friend texted me. But yeah, so that would be hard to do kind of just because of life. But I mean, you can make music from home too. But I've really wanted to write for a long time. I mean, I have been writing for a long time. But I cannot multitask. I'm so sorry. I was like, no, I can definitely do this dialogue stuff while talking. I cannot. I should know this about myself by now. Oh, Walter, the jerk. I don't like this guy. I'm sorry. I don't. Of the lot. Yeah. See? Do you see? He's a jerk. I'm begging for a character arc on this guy. Sure, the farm. Apologies, I haven't introduced myself because I didn't think I would need to. I own the vinery. I'm sorry. My name is Walter. Yeah, and you're a jerk to your son. And you're an arrogant POS. Okay. I am so sorry. I detest Walter. I want a character arc though. I have hope. I have hope for him, but but wow, the way things stand, zero interest in any of that. Ooh, bamboo. Oh, I probably don't have any room. I don't have fast travel unlocked either. Wow. Forgot how slow this game is when you have like nothing unlocked yet. Okay. Um, but yeah, I just really want to do more fiction. But I have a little, we'll call it a media company. Because that's technically what it is. But I needed a name for, just tax purposes, right? So Stonegrave Media is what I went with because Raven Stonegrave is the name I create under. And so yeah, I have a lot of like podcasts and stuff I want to do too, and that's writing. I started like writing, ooh, money. I did start writing like my own scripts instead of just reading from Reddit for a number of reasons, but just there's other stories out there that I really enjoy telling that aren't on Reddit. And this year in particular, a lot of them won't even be in like the first person, which I don't know how that'll go over. We'll find out, but sorry, I had to sneeze. But yeah, so writing is something I want to do more of. I have many, many stories and books and worlds and everything. So Ravenwood, which is the working name for the world I'm creating, but it's rather generic actually. So I'm not really sure if I'll keep it. The name I might change it, but but actually seeds I'll keep and sap I'll keep, but flowers I'll sell for right now because I can find them wherever. Forageables maybe I'll also sell because I need some money. Yeah, no, I know. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that, about writing more and just being more creative in general. But yeah, if somehow you didn't know about what I do primarily on the internet and just in my life and business, I pretty much focus on like cozy gothic storytelling. I would imagine some people find my style a little campy, and I'm okay with that because I like things that are a little campy. But like modern gothic, I care a lot about literacy. I care a lot about literature. I care a lot about storytelling and folklore and history and all these things and telling stories that I think need to be told or retold or remembered or or any of that. And so, but I also just really love fiction. I've been working on this world, like I was saying, and I have a trading card game that I'm working on and all kinds of stuff. So if you want, you can follow for free actually at patreon.com/ravenreadshorror. If you want, there are tiers there. I need to update them actually. By the time I post this, I'll have updated it, but for the new year. But yeah, there's tiers for like other stuff. But I'm doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff just for free. Mostly to show people my process. And in the world of AI, I think transparency is really important. I think people care a lot about it. I care a lot about it. And so that's my place to kind of be transparent, show you guys what I'm doing. And I didn't want to put the behind the scenes stuff anymore behind a paywall. Ad free behind a paywall. It's like $1 a month, literally, for ad free, pretty much everything I do in audio download for personal use, right? So, and didn't feel like that was unreasonable. And then, yeah, there are tiers for like some extra perks. But if you just want to follow along with everything I'm up to, I do want to also create a cozy game, like a video game eventually, but I have 0 skills in this area, so I'm going to need people and knowledge, which will take some time to acquire. And then, of course, just like designing the whole thing. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying this year. I kind of just gave myself permission to do whatever I felt like doing. And Raven Reads is probably going to be a little different in some ways this year. Not different, like, I think, I mean, if you like what I've been doing, you'll like what I am doing there, because I understand what that channel specifically is for and what people want over there. By this point, it's been February 5th. It'll be like 7 years. That's insane. That I've been doing this. So yeah, still storytelling, but like I basically am merging several different podcasts over to Raven Reads because they're the type of stories I would tell over there anyway. So I'm like, I might as well put these over here. But yeah, I'm doing a lot of stuff. So you can go to stonegravemedia.com if you want. I don't really post my gaming stuff anywhere. I'll mention it from time to time that like, hey, I do this other stuff too. But this is honestly just the place I come to like chill and hang out with you guys, and you can hear the random thoughts in my mind in a cozy little world that we're building here. So it takes, I forgot how bad these original tools were too. It's so weird when you've been playing a game for a long time and then you go back to the beginning, you're like, oh, where's my convenience and my ease? Can't wait to do the ocean again. That's going to be a whole journey, but I'm not really in a rush, you know? Life is rushed enough. I'm just chilling. I love the rainy music in this game, though. Already? It's 8 in the morning. Real life, though. I've only been up for 2 hours. Why am I tired? Facts. Looking for a way to pass the time, or maybe you want to earn some extra coins while waiting for your crops to grow. When you have a moment, come visit us at the Beach Shack. We have some welcome gifts. Oh yeah, Sunny and Eleanor. I love them. They're the cutest little couple. I just love them so much. I think I want to sleep. I don't know if I have anything I want to sell. I'm going to need that hay when I have animals. So I guess I'll just sleep at 8 in the morning. Ugh. Okay. Woo! Foraging level 1. Amazing. We love it. Okay. Unlocked that. Great, great. Sorry. Let's... Oh, I have water in my watering can. I don't know why I thought I didn't. All right. Okay. Don't want the crows to eat our crops. Maybe we can get some rocks out of here before we pass out. Okay. Okie dokie. I still want to go back to Fields of Mistra as well. I started playing that. I started playing lots of things. That dinosaur game I still want to go back and play. It's really cute. Thought about doing some no commentary gameplay too, with just like music and sounds. So if that's something you guys would be interested in, you can let me know. I didn't actually know there was like an audience for that until recently. But it makes sense though. It's like game ASMR. I do love the sound design in this game. Very well done. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, hey, Ava. I never figured out why my character knows Alice, but no one else seems to know me. And maybe Suki, but there's like a couple people that seem to know who I am from before or whatever. Because I mean, I'm like my grandpa's farm, right? It's always your grandpa's farm and stuff like this or whatever. So it could be that. But I never really got that part of the lore. So if you know, let me know. Also, I like Zara. She's really cool. Oh, wrong one. I love the sparkle sound. I don't think we can go very far here yet. Maybe oh yeah. Oh, right. We have to like purge the ocean of these things. I keep forgetting. So who shall we marry this time? I did think Scott was a good choice. Although Scott is also like, of all the available bachelors on the island, he's the closest, I think, it just in general, not necessarily personality, but certainly the closest I can get to like my husband. So that I might be biased. All right. Welcome. Nice to finally meet you. Come have a seat. We were just discussing your welcome gifts. I don't know why I give her that voice. She's not that old. It's fine if you prefer to stand. Catching bugs. Sit, Raven. I don't want to be drawn into the middle of this, but here we are. Nothing I can't handle. Settle a debate for us. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do first thing in town. Which is the better activity? Fishing or fun and ever exciting bug catch? Competitive ladybug. Diplomatic. All right. Okay. Inventory is full, fishing pole, and bug nets into mailbox. Fine. Great. I did meet Jim. I like Jim. Damaging oil drill company. This is why you don't trust outsiders. Give him time. I know it might seem crazy that I can't stand Walter but really like Jim, but you'll understand. Jim has a bit of a reason to be sad and bitter. Walter is just arrogant and thinks he's better than everyone. Ugh. Passionate residents of Starlit Town, all this commotion is unnecessary. Pufferfish isn't here to do anything destructive. Quite the opposite, actually. We're here to bail this town out. Enough with the lies, Miss Pufferfish. We can all see what you're here for. You can call me Karen. And please do elaborate, Miss Betty. I love Betty. What a rock star. The oil spill that reached our town last year was your doing. These old bones have seen enough of your atrocities. We don't want an oil drilling company around, Miss Pufferfish. So please stop now and take the drilling away from here. I don't know what voice to give him. I'm afraid it isn't up to you. But yes, we hear you. We're an oil drilling corporation, but things are not always as one-sided as Miss Betty suggests. We don't need your dirty, if I may, red shirt. Oh my god. We can make Coral Island lively again by bringing in tons and tons of our workers here. Once we turn the museum into a storage facility for oil, expand drilling sites to the lake and across the beach. See where I'm going here? I can see plazas with vending machines around town, parks. Many of our workers will want to relocate to this dying town. Pufferfish can help Coral Island become a magnificent oil town, you see, creating jobs and attracting our internal talents. In no time, you will all see this town alive again. Picture this. Pufferfish workers everywhere, chilling by the pier, inside fish and sips, enjoying life. Red shirt? Look at the big picture here. Let's face it, nobody cares anymore about this, charming little island. Let us bail you out. expand our operations here on Coral Island's coast. That will make this island a world-famous oil town. We're putting you on the map. All you need to do is say yes. And by bailout, you mean drilling around the island. Ugh. Pufferfish's investors will make a hefty profit. Do the math. It'll trickle down to you people. Folks, let's cool our heads. Nothing will be solved if we act out of emotion. Connor's such a grandpa. I love him. Miss Karen, thank you for your time. Our door is always open, Mr. Mayor. You can call him Connor. Ugh. Raven, right? Oh, I know you. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm ashamed we have the same hair color. No need to be confused. You don't know me. I'm Karen. I'm with Pufferfish Corporation. Raven, this island is dying. We both know it. These people, they're just in denial. We should just make the best of it. Ugh. I think that we should maroon you on a different island and see how long you last, but that's just me. Oh. Hey, Raven, I knew you would eventually make your way here. I wanted to personally introduce you to the owner of this store. This is Sam. He's been running the establishment for a while now. Hello, Raven. It's a pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the general store. You'll find most of your farming needs here. Most of the seeds I sell are seasonal, though it would do you good to keep this in mind. I love Sam. If you need help, just holler. I'll be here. Oh, I'll be by the cash register. Well, isn't this nice, Sam? You might finally put a dent in that seed stock of yours. Ouch. Anyway, before you get going, Raven, your moving in was quite unexpected. I'm sure a lot of people are anxious, well, more like curious to see who the new farmer is. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to folks in town? Well, I plan to, Mayor. How do I know who I'm going to marry? I'm going to be dating all y'all in no time. Okay, let's get, nothing. We have no money. I need to sell some, oh, I can sell that. Great. What shall we sell? Let's see. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. Let's do some daisies, maybe? Did we get daisies and turnips? I feel like we got... I'll get like 2 of those and that's all I can buy. I'm laughing because... Oh, let's see. Good day, stranger. Oh, you just moved to the farm? Well, welcome to the community. My name is Anne. And your husband ignores you for his work and you play along because you want to keep things nice, but he forgets your birthday. And I have to give you green tea because he doesn't even know what you like. I'm sorry, spoiler. I'm so invested in this town. So, the rumors were true after all. Welcome to town. We got a new scientist in town last month too. Can't remember his name though. Anyway, I hope you like it here. Think I've met everyone here. Sometimes I don't know what voices to give people. Oh, hello, Noah. Oh, hey, I have to say, you're not what I expected. Oh, I didn't mean it in a bad way. I heard from the twins who run the inn that a new farmer moved in. I just thought, you know, never mind. Is Noah the scientist? I can't remember. Me. I'm so invested in this town. Also me. Who are you? Where's Raj? Raja? I think his name is Raja, but I always call him Raj. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm a fan of the Big Bang Theory, and I'm just used to Raj from the Big Bang Theory. If you've never seen the show, you should. It's phenomenal. Oh, it's Raj. It is Raj. Okay, good. Am I crazy that it was... Oh, Raja is the name of the shop. Raja. Okay, Raj. Good. Hello. I don't think I've seen you before. Are you new in town? See you around. You sell coffee. You're going to be seeing a lot of me. Is this my whole... See, I don't... I can't remember. Is that a skill you have to unlock or something where you can... Like, there's this row of my inventory. And then normally it's like Q and R to like scroll through, but maybe you can't do that yet. Maybe it's not allowed. It's okay. Can I sell shells to these guys? I can't remember. I think it's just bugs and fish, but whatever. We'll find out. Shop. Shop? Shop. Ah. Yay, money. All right. And almost more importantly, crap out of my inventory. All right. What cozy games do you want me to play this year? I'm open. Oh. Sonny has been concerned for a while about the Black Roots, and rightly so. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll do literally all of it by myself while the whole town gets the credit. That's how these things go. All right. Let's go back to... It's always like, we did it. And I'm like, I didn't see you in the mines, but okay. Let's... Can't do anything about that yet. Do I have room? What else can I sell? I can sell this and this. Don't freak out, but I'm going to sell that too. There's like a kind of a culture in these games, I think, of like, keep everything, which I kind of understand. But in the beginning, I don't care. I just want to make a little bit of money first so we can actually do what needs done. And so I can get my tools. Awesome. Although I do, I want you to be here, you to be here, and you to be here, if at all possible. No? Yeah. Okay. Great. All right. All right. We got our bug net and we got our fishing pole. And yeah, we've rambled about some things and grown some plants. I think it's an hour of recording. Normally I'd go a little bit longer, but for my first time back, I think I'll just do this. I'll just leave it at about an hour. I don't really edit these that much, so if the sound is off or anything like that, just tell me in the comments and I'll try to fix it for the next one. I do tend to batch film like 2 or 3 at a time, so if you give me feedback and I don't change it right away, that's probably why. So don't worry, give me a couple videos and I will address it and change it. But anyway, this has been so fun. I'm so glad to be back to this channel this year. I've wanted to get back here regularly for some time now, and it's just such a nice little de-stress. And I'm so glad we can hang out and talk about random things, or you can listen to me talk about random things. But I'm always open for subjects. So if you want, if you have a ramble request, you can put it below. All right. Well, I do hope that 2026 is treating you well. If it's not, I hope it gets better. It's only a few days in. There's still so much hope for the year. It's okay. And I hope you're having a great day or a great night or whatever it is where you are when you're listening. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.